Welcome to the Fourth Down Experience, the podcast devoted to special teams. Your host of the Fourth Down Experience, former pro free agent, 9-year professional kicking coach out of the Midwest, Coach Chris Hughesby. Alongside Coach Chris Hughesby is a former 2-time Arena Bowl champ, 9-year pro kicking coach, repping the South, Coach Brian Jackson.
Hey, what's up, everybody? We are starting a recruitment segment dating back to when we interviewed longtime special teams coach Travis Walch. We covered about 11 different topics throughout the whole interview, and we're breaking them up into listening segments. It came from episode 74 if you'd like to hear the whole thing, but we hope you enjoy these little 5-minute segments where we answer and discuss different topics in recruiting and college football. Enjoy. So I'm curious, going back to recruiting, when you're watching film for these guys, you know, you were at St. Thomas for a number of years, you know, powerhouse program with high expectations. And when you're trying to recruit a specialist in general, how much did you look at potential versus current technique versus, you know, are they 100% ready right on the spot? Or was it based off of what your current need was versus who you already had on roster?
Yeah, I would say that, you know, every coach, I'm like any other coach. You know, when I'm looking at the quarterback throw 70 and then I'm looking at the other kid throw 50, you know, everything is telling me as a coach, I can work with that guy at 70 and make him even better. This could be an All-American, right? But there's so many other things that go into it. And generally, when you're recruiting a specialist, it's different with the quarterback. If I go in and talk to the head coach, hey, tell me about your quarterback. He could go on for 30 minutes about the quarterback. But if I went into that head coach and said, tell me about your kicker and your punter, how long do you think that guy's going to talk on the kicker and the punter? 2 minutes? I don't know much about that. This other guy's working with him. We just kind of let him do his own thing, right? So what I have to do is rely on guys like yourselves who are with these guys. And it's not just about how far can they kick. It is, are they mentally tough? How do they respond after a poor kick or after a poor session? Do they get back out there and work? Do they overkick because they're panicked? Are they cool? Can they handle themselves? And, you know, comparing, and now taking another step, comparing the quarterback with the kicker punter, I would say this. The best of quarterbacks, it's kind of like pitchers. You've got to be able to take the bad play out of your mind and get back out there and reset. And a lot of that is mental. And I will tell you that I feel like guys like yourselves have a way better feeling for how those guys handle it sometimes than maybe the high school football coach, because they don't have the background. And so that's probably where I rely a little bit more on guys like yourselves that really get to be with these guys all the time and help train them. And you've seen their work ethic through a number of different years and how they've grown and learned and responded to coaching. And that's another big one.
Thank you for listening to the Fourth Down Experience. Be sure to subscribe on iTunes. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Fourth Down Experience.